Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to Melda242. I am Remelda, and today this is especially for my viewers and subscribers who can't find guavas. We're making a Guava Duff with Brandy sauce. The ingredients are on the left. Let's begin. I'm starting off now with 3 cups of flour, 3 heaping cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. Next is a 1/3 cup of sugar. This scoop is 1/3 of a cup. So just one of those would do. It's time for the salt. Just a 1/4 teaspoon of that. Same scoop, 1/3 cup of baking powder. We want this to be light and fluffy. Loosen that up a bit. Now I can pour it out. 1 scoop of this. The scoop is 1/3 of a cup. Next is 1 egg. Now the evaporated milk. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. You can use evaporated milk or fresh milk. Either one would do the trick. A 1/2 cup of this. Get that mixed up first. That should do it. Mix that together. Good mixing. Now, like I said, if you can't find the real guavas, these are real guavas, but they're just in the can, in syrup. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this up. Drain the liquid off and give them a good rinsing. In here is just the shells. Pour it out. Let you see all of the water, the liquid has been drained off. Guava shells. So the seeds have been taken out. Now they've been rinsed. Now I'm just gonna cut up the firmer ones and leave about 2 or 3 for the sauce. So I'm just feeling through them to get the hardest ones. And I'll leave the softer ones for the syrup, for the sauce, I'm sorry. Just about 2 or 3 should do it. Cut them up and throw them right in the dough. So I'm not doing the center thing this time. Everything is just going to be mixed up. Okay, those 2 would be for the the sauce, the brandy sauce. It's almost the same procedure as the first Guava Duff. Okay, I'm just mixing everything in today. Those 2 shells would be for the sauce. Now, this is less work because the seeds have already been taken out. So, I'm just working with the shells. Just the flesh. Give that a good mixing. So I have 3 cups of flour, 1/3 of a cup of baking powder, 1/6 of a cup of sugar, the guavas, of course, salt, evaporated milk, and I just added a 1/2 cup of water. Get that mix up. Okay, now you want it to look like this or similar to this. I'm just taking out another cup of flour for the kneading, just to bring it home. Bring everything together. This is going to be super soft, and that's what you want. I'm just going to bring it together in a nice ball. You want it to look like that. Okay. This is great exercise. Here we go again. And by the way, this video this was requested, so I have to take care of all of you. A few of my subscribers wanted this, so just showing them that it can be done. You mightn't have all of the flavor as if you were using the guavas right off the tree, but this is what we have, and we are in quarantine, so I'm just working it. This is with canned guavas. Okay, I'm bringing it home. Giving myself a good workout. All right. Still sticking, so just adding a little bit of flour every now and then. This is soft. Just a little bit at a time. This is what I am talking about. Still Bahamian. I'm just using canned guavas. All right, that's the shape I want. It's time for the cloth. Now you can bake this if you so desire, but I like my own boiled. Here comes the cloth. Now, like I said in the first video, you can use a cheesecloth or just a nice thin kitchen towel, or even a 1/2 of a pillowcase. I've been using this for some time now, so this is my little thing. Or you can also use foil paper and boil it in the foil paper. The only thing with the foil paper, the dough doesn't really have the room to expand like with a cloth. So it's up to you. That is ready for the pot. I'm using this big pot, and I'm gonna fill it up like about 3/4 of the way. The stove is on medium high. And this is gonna go for 1 hour. Just a little bit more water. That should do it. Now within that hour, I have to make the sauce. So once the dough is finished, the sauce should be finished. Now those are the 2 shells that were left over for the sauce. Just cut them up. And now I'm using this paper towel to press out the liquid from them before adding them to the other ingredients. Just love to have a little bit of guava in my sauce. Okay. This is canned guavas. Starting off with the butter, unsalted. I'm using the entire block. Entire packet of Gold unsalted butter. Now any type of butter would do. Make sure it's room temperature. Alright. Get that mixed up a bit. Just the butter. Nice and soft. Now I'm going to add about 1/6 of a cup. That's half of a third of that scoop. The scoop is 1/3, so I'm just using like a half of that because I'm going to add the sweetened condensed milk to it. So I don't need a lot of sugar. Mix this up just to get the butter started. That's why I added a little bit of sugar. So that's just the butter and the sugar. Now the eggs. I want a lot of sauce, so I'm adding 5 eggs to this. These eggs are also room temperature, 1 at a time. Some people just use the white of the egg, but I'm using the entire egg. Yolk and all. All right. Getting there. This is the longest part, the mixing of the sauce. So you have to time it with the dough. When the dough is finished, this should be finished as well. Now it's time for the sweetened condensed milk. I'm using the entire tin, but now I'm not going to use all at once. Half now and then half at the end. Okay. That's going to change the texture. Now you don't have to use this if you wish. You just can use all sugar, powdered sugar or the regular sugar, table sugar. But I just want to change it up a bit because I'm using the brandy today. So that's just butter, sugar, and the sweetened condensed milk. Just a little bit of sugar now. 1/6 of a cup. That's the first half of the tin of condensed milk. Nice and fluffy, along with the eggs. Now it's time for the other half. Get all of that goodness out. All right. There are so many different recipes of making sauce, Guava Duff sauce. This is just another of my own. Some people put cream cheese, some put the whipping cream. Whatever you want to use in it, it's yours. But I try to follow the old-fashioned way as best as I can. So this is egg, butter, a little bit of sugar, sweetened condensed milk. So far. And that's the entire eggs as well. I have 5 of them in this. So I'm just making a lot of sauce today. And my duff is on the stove. It's boiling, all wrapped up. Like I said, this is the longest part, getting this mixed together. So while the dough is cooking, boiling, making the sauce, this should be ready when the dough is ready. So I'm just timing myself. You cannot rush this process right here. It has to be mixed properly. All right. Getting all of that goodness in. Looking good. Everything is room temperature. Now I'm just adding a little bit of this sugar. Powdered sugar. It was accidentally opened upside down, so I don't think that would change the taste. So just have to use it like that. Powdered sugar. This is just 1/4 of a cup. The scoop is 1/4 of a cup. Just gonna let it pass through the sieve. Just to loosen it a bit. Okay. Powdered sugar. So you can use this instead of sugar or the condensed milk. It's what you want. Just whip this up with the butter and add some flavoring. You have your sauce along with some of the flesh of the guava. You have your sauce. So many different ways of making your Guava Duff sauce. No one is wrong. It's just what you want to put in it. Make it your own. I've had it with just the guava and the sugar and vanilla. That's it. No butter, no egg, no anything. Just the guava, sugar, and the vanilla. Or a little bit of rum. So it's what you want. There's no right or wrong way with this. Bringing it home now. Still bringing the restaurant to my home. Bringing the restaurant home. A little bit of vanilla extract, about a tablespoon of this, just to kill the egg scent. The egg, get that mixed up. Some persons even add nutmeg or cinnamon. Whatever you want in your sauce, work it. It's up to you. This is how I was taught, so just sharing it with you. It's still Bahamian Guava Duff. Try some today. Like I said, you can also bake the dough or boil it the way I am doing it. Now if you don't have a big pot like I do, you can always use a foil pan and just cover the top. Put it in the oven with water and that should do the trick. Foil pan, just cover the top. Wrap the dough up and it will be nice. It's up to you, baking or boiling. I've tried it baking it before too. But I prefer the boil. Baking it has a lot of crust on it. Now this brandy. I have a story. I asked my husband to get some brandy. I thought he was going to bring the little one that they serve on the plane. But man, I have a 40 ounce. 140 ounce. Oh my word. So I have brandy for the next couple years. So I'm going to use a few tablespoons of this. Now you can put as much as you want, but I don't need too much of this in my sauce today. As much as you want, or you can just eliminate it if you don't want it in. But a few of my subscribers and viewers asked for brandy, and I'm just doing this for you. I have it, so I'm going to use it. Just a little bit. Now the brandy already made it super creamy. Look at it. Texture has changed. Now that's gonna keep it soft. No hardening here. Even in the refrigerator, it would still remain soft and creamy because of the alcohol. Oh my word. This is what I am talking about. Bahamian Guava Duff made with canned guavas in brandy sauce. Nice and creamy. Oh yes. Yet thick, it's creamy. The more you mix it, the better for your sauce. Okay, now it's time for the guavas. Clean this up first. Get all of that goodness in. Now this is about 2 of the shells. I've already cut them up and I tried to just remove some of the liquid, most of the liquid at least. Some paper towel. I'm just folding it in. Oh yes. This is what I am talking about here. The real thing. Everyone is just waiting. Okay. Give it a little bit more mixing. Okay, I want to keep that creamy texture. All right. Makes a difference. The mixing makes a difference. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's all done. Just gonna transfer it to this serving dish. So the dough should be finished or ready to come out of the pot. When this is done, my dough should be finished because this took almost an hour or just about an hour. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thumbs up for the sauce. Now this bad boy is ready. Yes, nice and fluffy. That's what you want. It's good baking powder. Time for the cutting. Cloth is off. I am so sorry about my elbow here, but I have to get this done. Okay, that's better. Try it another way now. Just one. Okay. Oh my word, this is hot. Nice and fluffy. This is Bahamian Guava Duff, made with canned guavas. For those of you who don't have a guava tree, still the same. We're on quarantine, so I can't get out to get the guavas. So I'm using what I have. Oh my word. Not too much guavas, just the way my daughter likes it. There you have it. Yes. Nice and fluffy. Ready. And you put that sauce on that. Go to town. Oh, now the heat from the dough is going to really melt the sauce and cause it to be extra creamy and delicious. Ooh. Now, like I said, you can add more brandy if you wish, but I'm only adding 2 tablespoons of that in this. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. God bless you. Try some today. Stay safe. Share it out. And I will see you in the next one.